new 4G's on the G. I dip into the bloody bottoms is underneath. Cause I might got it out the streets. I keep 100 racks inside my jeans. I remember hitting them all with the whole team. Now I can't answer a call cause I'm balling. I was waking up getting racks in the morning. I was broke, now I'm rich, deep, salty. I've been waking up to get the money, whoa, whoa. Got it bad, 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 tatted, whoa, whoa. Da Vinci to my toes, 2 twins on both. I put in new AP, the water like a boat. I was down bad on my, what was you? I know you turned your back on me just to get some wrecks. I seen you swerve back, cause I'm in the black back. New diamonds on me, flash, this ain't Snapchat. Cause I been getting paid. Yellow diamonds on me look like lemonade. Got my baby mama.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's got room. And just shutting him off there. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Back to throw here, Herbert. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
David Onyemata there on the tackle. 2nd down and 6 now. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Mayer there to bring it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Michael Mayer with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set. Hey, check go.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, Young. He finds Taylor, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Let's go now.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Panthers hit 9-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw, Young. That's to one of the new Charger wideouts, DJ Chark. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Gets by him at the 25. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Young. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. In motion left, Hardman. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Young will set to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Open man right side is Sharp. Touchdown Panthers. DJ Chark. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
A short throw, and that's hauled in. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. A give for Taylor running right side, and he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here is 3rd and 5. Young now. That is caught. And some room to run now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Let's go now. 40-yard line.
Running left, Taylor. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. It's Young off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Young to throw it. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
19 tight. Panthers 60. Panthers 60.
Now Young on fourth down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Again, it's Young. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start. But they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Let's go. Crowd right.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Go.
On 4th down, Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Young to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
5-9, 5-9. Ray. Whoa. Go.
Now it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Following the interception, Young.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Tiger, go!
Young. This is caught, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Raheem Mostert, 70 yards.
And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
18 Cardinal.
Now Young. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
79 Bronco. Bronco 80.
From the gun, it's Taylor. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the 3rd quarter will start from the 30.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that 1st half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that 1st half.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Looking to throw, Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack. and not giving ground.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
Young from the gun on 3rd down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Marvin Mims, 34 yards. And the Panthers add 6 to their lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Set. Crowd right.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short. Could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Herbert now. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Crowd right. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Dances by him. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Baylor Tiger. Go.
Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Michael Mayer.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense on balance. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
They're now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Juwan Johnson.
39 yards.
And the Bucs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Dancing to his left.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Now a 2nd and 6. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Young. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And bulldozing his way through. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
97 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Raheem Mostert, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here is Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Eluding the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Set.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, nice move. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Juwan Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Young now. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Isaiah Likely. 52 yards. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. The Young's going to throw for this. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Ray.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Bell, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Tampa Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see my me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out.